Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. You know, I continue to go through this basket of knives that I had gotten, and as you can see so far in the videos I've been making, I got such a wide variety of pocket knives out of that basket, from classic old pen knives such as this Imperial to some of the more modern folders. And most of these modern folders are early versions, I would say, or earlier versions of the modern folders. So what we have on the table here today are 4 Gerber modern folders, and we've got the model 400, the model 500, the model 425, and this is the only one of the 4 that has a pocket clip on it. And then this one, they changed their numbering system a little, it looks like, 97223. Now, they're all stamped USA, so I'm assuming these were all still made in the USA before Gerber started manufacturing overseas. So what I need to do is just kind of do some light maintenance on them and clean up. You can see there's some dirt and such down in there. A couple of them have just a little bit of rust down in there. So what I'm going to do first is just going to clean them off. Just use a little bit of soapy water here, see if I can get some of that dirt off of there. And then I'm going to soak them up in some mineral oil. And see if we can't get these looking brand new again. I think they've been used, but they've been slightly used, I believe. Yeah, looks like I got most of it. Might be a little bit more down in there, but that'll probably come off. It might help to close the blade first, huh? Yep, we'll get them cleaned up, and as I'm cleaning them up, we'll talk about these knives a little bit. I've got to try to find out some information on them. I don't know much about them. Wow, it has a half stop. But we'll be going over these. A little bit of stuff right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's coming out. There we go. Okay, and one more. Okay, I'll be back. Looking forward to trying to give you some more information on these knives. Well, now that I got them cleaned up just a little bit here, let's discuss these knives. It's a little bit confusing for me. You'll see these here all have Gerber in small print with a model number. So there's a 400, and there's a 500, and this is the 425. And we look at the reverse side, you'll see this is the easy out model because of this right here, and this is the only one with the pocket clip, but it does say USA. Now, I don't know, does Gerber still manufacture some of their knives here in the US, or has all production moved overseas? I don't know. But then this one says Portland, Oregon, USA, and this one says Portland, Oregon, USA. But you see this one here has a little different tang stamp. It's got Gerber in big letters there. And then on the back, Portland, Oregon. And that's not a model number. That is the zip code. Now this one and this one appear to be the same model. It's just that one of them has a model number on it, and this one does not. This one has their address on it and a different tang stamp there. So which came first? Does this, because it doesn't have the model number, was this one made first? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know a whole lot about Gerber. I'm going to put a slide up here. You can check out some of that information. But what I think is these two, anyway, are part of the LST series. And LST stands for light, strong, and tough, I believe. and they were first introduced in 1980. And it's very interesting that Blackie Collins had a hand in developing these knives. If you're not familiar with Blackie Collins, boy, was he did he ever contribute to the knife community. Okay, so you can pause this slide and read on it. I got that information off of SMKW. There's a full article there, gives a complete history. It looks like they started out by making kitchen knives in the very beginning. And at some point, Gerber was bought out by Fisker. So, and I think Fisker still owns them, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, I thought this one has just a little bit of gunk here, so we'll clean this off just a little bit. But you can see these have those drop point blades. And again, this is the same model, just different tang stamps on it. So one was produced before the other, and I'm not quite sure. Also, when I did a search for these, the Gerber website came up and they were still talking about them. So I don't know if they still make these models or not. I just don't know. If anyone here that's watching knows more about the Gerber company, why please chime in the comments and educate me, because like I said, I'm just not familiar. I think before we get to cleaning, I should go over this again. Got the drop point blades. It looks like all these, you know, they're mid locks, and they have half stops in them. So I thought that was kind of interesting. This model here has the lanyard hole in it, and the other two do not. And again, this one has the pocket clip. I did see on the Easy Out, in some of the comments in the online blade forums, they didn't think a whole lot about this knife. They thought the handle was too big for the blade or something. I don't know. And they thought the pocket clip protruded out too much, and it just had that single bolt to it. So I don't know. They are lightweight, I will say that much. Okay, let's just touch this knife up a little bit. Just got a little bit of stuff right here. We'll see if we can't remove that, shine it up a little bit. I checked down in the wells on all of these, and we got rid of all the rust. They're oiled up. They are quite smooth. They are lightweight. Pretty cool knives. Got just a little bit over here. Clean these blades right up. All right. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Problem is trying to get it evened out. Kind of shined a little bit uneven, but with some buffing, and I can go over it again here a little bit. There's a little spot of patina on it yet. So, yeah, just a wonderful addition to the collection here. Another sample of another company with their lockbacks. And again, with this LST model, if you read up on the history of it, it was kind of revolutionary what they did. So always like to have new pieces of cutlery history. Yep, I need to go over it some more and get it evened out just a little bit, but it's cleaned up. Well, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and help the channel out there. And until next time, have a very delightful day.